This grill here is designed for you to burn wood, have that wood to burn down into embers, charcoal, and then for you to move them across and cook with. So you have a nice wood fire on this side, and then nice clean burning embers on this side. Not all grills are like that. You may not burn with wood, you may just use charcoal, which is great. I often like to use a combination of charcoal and I just feel it gives me flavour of the wood, but a nice sort of clean, intense heat and a bit more consistency. If you're working with wood, you could sometimes put a few bits of charcoal in and then burn the charcoal, and the charcoal will burn the wood. Often if you have had a wood fire before, you may have leftover bits of wood charcoal. Because they're less dense, they start firing earlier. So I would often light those inside my kindling and get that going. Obviously, if you don't have that, then it's a good idea to start with a little bit of paper, some small kindling. I usually put some larger logs in the bottom so that the burnt embers of the kindling can sort of fall down on there and start the fire. But with a system like this, some nice soft paper, little bits of kindling, slightly larger bits of kindling, and then a few logs around it. And just with matches or a lighter, you can get that going. You do want to start this a little bit ahead of time, depending on how much charcoal or embers you need. You might need quite a big fire. We're not cooking lots today, so we're going to go a pretty small one. But you would think that you're probably going to need, 2 or 3 kilos of timber and maybe 1 or 2 kilos of charcoal, something like that, depending on what you're doing. It will burn for a while. So start in the bottom, get your paper going. It's a good idea to make sure that if you are anywhere near your house or buildings, that your doors and windows are shut so smoke doesn't go inside and set off your smoke alarm. You can see that the fire starts in the bottom. The flames are going to come up and start catching those little bits of kindling. Then as they keep burning, they'll catch the next bits above them, and you'll start to get a bit more intensity. You might need to move things around a bit. It's a good idea to have some metal tongs, and that'll help you position things if you need to. Or you can have a nice wooden fan like I have to get a little bit of extra heat in there. But that should catch on and let you have a nice fire. So you can see now that the fire is starting to burn down into embers in a few spots and they're dropping out the bottom. So we can start transferring those across to our cooking area. You're starting to get close to having something ready to cook on.